All right, good morning. I just wanted to do a quick video on some of the accessibility that I've been finding and just some things that I notice we need to do to make sure we are good. So I have here a Word document, and anytime you create a new Word document, I would always go to File, Info, and then right here where it says Title, put the title in there, okay? That's one thing I know. When you're doing the actual writing and stuff, make sure that you have headers. For example, like this right here, this is a title, okay? And then if I scroll down, like I made the abstract heading 1, and then over here, this navigation, if you have the headings, you can click on all of your headings. And how to get that is you go to View and make sure Navigation Pane is clicked on. Okay. Now sometimes you may need like subheading 2, which then would get indented. For example, let's go to here, and I don't know. Let's go down to right here. Say we wanted another heading. We would go to Home and make it heading 2, which would be like maybe 4.1 experiments or something. Okay, so headings, all right, subheadings, titles, make sure those are in there. Also, make sure that your tables have headings on here, okay, like cooling method, response time. And what I usually do is I kind of make sure that the table is good. I click on this, right click, table properties, and make sure I repeat header row at the top of each new page in case the table goes down below. Okay. Other thing that I've been finding is any image, no matter what, has to have alt text. So if you right click, you go down here and view alt text, and then I put subplot of volts and temperature versus time for forced air cooling test. Okay, so be specific and make sure you let the person know what that graph is. If it's a decorative, then put decorative image of whatever. Okay. Now, I usually check at the bottom here. So accessibility, it's good to go. But as us professors, we do have sometimes extra tools. So if I scroll and show you in Brightspace, we have this add-on that once you upload it, it will tell you your score. Okay, it's usually red, yellow, or green. And if you click on it, it'll tell you if it's not perfect, suggestions to fix it. All right. So I uploaded this, and Word is good, and this is good. So right now we are good. All right. Other things that I noticed. Let me get my email up that I asked some questions about. Say you do an Excel file. Let me see if I can find an Excel file. I'll open up this, show you. Excel files, I'm still learning, but I know they don't like underlines, merging cells, so be careful with that. I'm still learning Excel, but again, this one right here I made. I don't believe I have any issues because it says good to go, and then I uploaded it, but the tool on our Brightspace doesn't really recognize Excel. Okay, so I would go down here at the bottom. Actually, let me check info, title. I didn't have a title, so I'll just put example of Excel formatting for students. Okay. Now, say you're doing this and you're making a video and you're recording over this. All right. The document doesn't necessarily have to be accessible, if you're recording of it over it and you're describing it in very detail, making sure that you are specifically saying like here's S, here's V1, V2, and what they are. As long as you make the video and you record over it, you're fine. Same with a PowerPoint. If that PowerPoint is not accessible, but you're making a video and that video has captions, that's the key, you are okay. However, if you do post a link or you post that file then has to be accessible, okay? So be careful with that. As you know, I have a YouTube page, and I know there are some videos that are not accessible. I will not be sharing those links to students. So as long as I know that one video is accessible, I will share it, but I will not share the other links. Okay. What else do we have? I believe that might be for the most part. I know PowerPoint, I'm going to be working on that. There's some tricky things to make sure, again, headers. I believe there's a certain like order that you need to do things in. I'm not a huge fan of PowerPoint. I don't prefer PowerPoint teaching, so I don't have a lot of PowerPoint presentations, but be careful with that. If you use, this is right. Where is this? Okay, let me get to, sorry, let me just get to here. So say I use OneNote a lot, and I used to share the notebook. Okay, so I have a notebook that's Introduction to Engineering, and I shared this in fall of 2024 so then the students can have access to this notebook. I cannot do that anymore because OneNote is not accessible. So what I'll be doing is creating the notebook, but making videos and recording over myself and then uploading those videos so they can watch that. Kind of goes back to the same thing where I was talking about Excel and PowerPoint not being accessible if you're making a video and that video then has captions. Reason I upload to YouTube, because they have captions. All right. It's easier for me to upload that. Okay, so that covers that. Again, if you just practice, make sure down here accessibility is good to go. If it's not, you click on it and it will tell you some suggestions over here. Let me see if I can find one that's not, so you can kind of tell. Let's see. Yeah, let me open this. I bet you this is definitely not accessible. Okay. So here's another Word file. This would be my Lab 3 that I'm going to be working on. So sooner or later it will. This is a header, but I don't have a title. And I know I don't have a title here. So this would be Lab 3 for Mech 221 on RC Dino. Okay, I don't even know if this has an alt text. Yeah, it's definitely not what I did, but this would be pretty much my figure caption. And look, down here, accessibility, investigate, you click that, and it'll tell you what's good. So the color contrast, that's good. Missing alt text, okay, there's 6 of them. The table headers are good. The merge are good. Document structure, there should be headings. These are headings. These are all subheadings, I believe. This is a subheading 2. Yep. So I got heading 1, heading 2. You can have heading 3s. And then again, alt text. I'm missing a lot of alt text. This has your headers. And I could probably make these subheading 2 and go from there. So I know there's probably other items, and I'm still learning and figuring them out. Honestly, the font size and font type might be an issue, but I haven't picked that up over here yet. So if anybody knows that, let me know. Shoot them in the comments. Okay, again, if there's anything else or if I missed something, let me know and I'll make a new video. But this should hopefully get you started and kind of get the main chunks of accessibility to you. Thank you and have a good day.